Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today with more Demon Slayer and I am so excited, you guys. If you're joining me early today, it means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much. And as always, I'm sending you those big old hugs right through the screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in the description down below. So we have had a very cool arc on Demon Slayer. We kind of started off with discovering this phenomenon going on with other Demon Slayers being pulled in and like possessed and manipulated. And I didn't know what to think at first. Like honestly, that first episode, like episode before last, the cliffhanger, I was like, maybe this is just like a family of demons that like isn't, we've seen that the doctor Tamayo, is that her name? We've seen like her and her assistant are demons and they're not really bad. So I was like, well, maybe this is all a big misunderstanding. Maybe they're just trying to like protect their territory. And no, apparently there's like a dad who was like really abusive towards the mom, who was the one who was literally pulling all the strings. And we saw, her, can I just say, her death scene. Like, first of all, they need to stop making me feel bad about demons when they die. Second of all, Tanjiro is just, he's so quick and he's so gentle and good. Like, he's just, because he does kill them, like, that's a thing. But he's just so gentle, the way that he, saw in her eyes that she just wanted release, and he took her life in the most gentle way possible that he could in that moment anyway. And, man, that was just great. And now we're kind of like, now we're heading into a new, I feel like that part of the story is over and it's opened up the door to like new stuff. And we also got to see, I hope I'm saying his name right, because I always forget his name, Giyu? I hope I'm saying that right. I'm probably going to be editing this and I'll realize I got like everyone's name wrong. I'll just be typing notes on the whole video like, sorry guys. Anywho, so we got to see him and we got to see a little bit more of like, considering that we've only seen a few Demon Slayers at this point, they kind of like called in a little bit more of the cavalry in the last one, and we got to see like, oh, this is kind of how other Demon Slayers operate. So that was interesting. So now we have a whole new set of problems, I feel like. So this arc has kind of given way into the next phase, and from what I hear, I'm in for some really big stuff coming up in the teen episodes. I think I'm on, what am I on? What episode am I on? 17. I'm on episode 17. And as I understand it, there's some serious stuff that's going to go down. And I feel like it's in the teens of episodes. I don't remember the exact episode, and everyone's been really cool not to like spoil me on what's, gonna happen. But they've been like, oh, you just wait. And I'm like, oh no. It's gonna destroy me. Just kidding. But so I'm really excited for what's coming next. So with that being said, I know I'm going to have a lot to say at the end of this episode, so I say we go ahead and get started with the very next episode of Demon Slayer. Let's do this! So, quick question about that after credits. The girl with the butterfly, we know her, but like not that well, right? That wasn't the doctor, because she doesn't wear the butterfly. I remember seeing the butterfly girl. We may have seen her briefly in like one of the episodes. I think it was recently, where I know I've seen her in the credits, but I feel like, was she there when the guy was dispatching the other Demon Slayers and Giyu was there? Hope that's his name. And also, I think she was there. I know I've seen her before. So I wonder now, Are we going to get more about her in the next episode? Because I feel like they do that. They kind of tease a little bit with those junior high school things. Because last time they did that, Giyu was in the next one. Only for a little bit, but interesting. Okay. All right, you guys, I have so much to say about this episode because Zenitsu is in my heart now. So we heard like a tiny little bit when he was like scream whining it at Tanjiro a few episodes ago about how he came to be a demon slayer. And I was still like kind of fuzzy on it because it all happened really fast, and he was just like saying like something about a girl and he got into debt and then he was trained. But here we actually got to see a little bit more, and we got to see that it's like wasn't just a trainer. It was like a really high up powerful dude apparently as in the demon slaying world who trained him. We know how his hair got turned. We know how he got the thunder. But seeing that and seeing like just even like hearing him kind of narrate it, and instead of screaming and whining, he was just like speaking it so gently and so like timidly. I was like, oh my god, my baby boy. I think I love Zenitsu now. I think that episode changed my whole perspective on him as a person. And seeing like what he went through and everything, and how he's not a coward at all. He, if anything, I mean, to take someone with that kind of personality and that kind of demeanor and just like basically like clobber them over and over and over until they can do something, that takes a lot of bravery. It's easy to go in with like some kind of natural ability and train at something. Not that like Tanjiro had an easy time by any means. But I mean, if anything, it takes a lot of bravery to like be, you know, kind of like feel like you're useless and not really come from a standpoint of natural ability. He does have the sound ability, but I wonder if he was like born with that or if that was developed too. I'm not really sure. But I mean, that's pretty brave to be able to, you know, even just learn one form. That was such a good episode. I loved that. Okay, never getting the spider baby image out of my head. I can't unsee that. That one's getting locked up in the vault because I just don't want to deal with it anymore. Really, really good setup with putting our most vulnerable character in this situation that is horrifying. And then that just makes it even more satisfying when you see him like take his thunder. I don't know what you call that. Like his like thunder no jutsu. Like I don't know. I don't know if there's like a word for that. His thunder form, I guess maybe we could call it. But man, that was so satisfying. So please be okay, Zenitsu. Please be okay. I think his bird might be going to get him help. Really don't want to see him get poisoned. That was amazing and I loved it, and I want to see him a lot more. I don't want anything bad to happen to him. Also, the dad of the demon spider family has now emerged. Did they say that the dad was one of the 12? Because they were talking about that. I think they did. Because Tanjiro knows that, yeah, he knows that he has to get the blood to take back to the doctor. So we know he's going to be one bad dude. Tanjiro has faced someone who used to be in that circle, the house shifting demon, but he had been kicked out, right? Yeah, he had been like kicked out and he was trying to get his way back in. This dude, I argue, is going to be even stronger because I don't think he's been kicked out. They haven't really said, but wow, that's going to be interesting. That's going to be quite a battle, quite the epic battle. You guys, I'm loving this show so much. I honestly can't thank you guys enough for recommending it to me. I don't think there's been a single episode where I've like been able to not tear up a little bit. It's awesome. It's so well done. There's no wasted scenes. Very, very great. Really enjoying it. Thank you so much for watching it with me today. Please join me next time. We'll watch it together. I have a feeling it's going to be a good one. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.